Check this out. Today I'm cooking with Tammy. Let's make some pernil, all right? I'm going to tell you right now, pernil is going to be tender, flavorful, and we're going to have that crunchy skin going on. So without further ado, let's get to cooking. This is our pork shoulder picnic roast. And this is a small one, all right? It's not a big one because it's not holiday time just yet. But I want to show you how to do this and get it and perfect it before the holidays. We got to clean our food. We're not eating anything around here that's not cleaned, all right? And I suggest you do the same. Look at how beautiful that is. Gonna go ahead and gonna squeeze some lemon, fresh lemon juice. And this takes a couple minutes, especially if you want to get that gamey smell and taste out of your meats. This would definitely be the way to go. Just gonna go ahead and rinse it off with cold water. Alright, that's it. We're going to get some paper towels and we're going to pat our pork shoulder nice and dry. In the meanwhile, I'll meet you back at the table. The seasonings we're going to use for our pernil today is going to be, of course, we have oil. We also have some chicken bouillon. You could definitely use Maggi seasoning, which is the same thing, just a different name. We also have our sazon right here. Sazon total, 2 different things. We also have ground cumin along with oregano, dried oregano, salt and pepper, some adobo, of course, and we have a jar of chopped garlic. However, if you have fresh garlic, chop that on up and you can use that as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's season up our pork. We're going to add some oil. Add a good amount of garlic for a nice, delicious garlicky flavor. We're also going to add some adobo. That's the adobo with the red cover. However, adobo does come in low sodium, so you can definitely rock out with that as well. We're going to add our dried oregano. Gotta have the oregano. You know what, there's only a little bit in the bottle and I need to refill. I'm going to use all of it. We're also going to use our ground cumin. Don't add too much cumin because cumin is really pungent and it goes a far way. A little bit goes a far way is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to use our sazon total for a little elevation of flavor, along with our sazon. And it's not going to be salty, trust me. This right here, you see this big old pork shoulder? It's going to need some seasoning. We need to get all deep in there. We're also going to add a little bit of salt and ground black pepper, not too much, just a little bit more black pepper than salt. Along with our chicken bouillon. And last but not least, my all-purpose chicken seasoning, which could be used for anything. If you don't have it, that's okay. When it comes to the dry seasonings, you want to incorporate it really well. We're going to add, yeah, you see what I'm doing, right? We're going to add about a tablespoon of sofrito, fresh sofrito, to our mix. And we're going to combine this marinade. And this is going to be so delicious. The aroma, oh, the smell, wow. This is good. This is some good stuff. All right, boom. We're going to grab Mr. Porky and we're going to put him right here. And we are going to pat it dry. All right, now that our pork is pat dry, right? We're going to use a sharp knife and we're going to separate the skin of the pork. Knife is sharp, pork is very slippery. Be careful. Take your time. This is not a rushing situation. Take your time and separate it. All right, almost there. And this is perfect. All right, next, we're gonna take the sharp pointy edge of the knife and we're just gonna poke slits into the pernil. Poke as many slits. The more seasoned you want this delicious meat to be, is the more slits you're gonna poke. You're gonna also flip it on over. And you're gonna poke it there as well. We're not serving up any bland meat this holiday season. If you know somebody who likes to make bland meat, you know what? You might as well stay home and turn on Cooking with Tammy. I'm gonna show you how to season up your stuff right. Stop playing. All right, we got our whole situated. And this is the part where you get a little messy. We're gonna take our marinade. Take your time. Take those fingers. Remember all the slits that we just created? You're gonna take your finger and you're gonna push all of the seasoning, all of those garlicky bits into the slits of the pork. This is gonna be good. All right. Once you're done, you're gonna pull the flap back over. The skin, of course. Pull it on over. And we're gonna flip it over. Gotta get the front as well. Okay, we're not gonna leave any part of this pork without seasoning. All right, how are we looking up front so far? I got a tiptoe. Looking good so far? All right. I think we got all of those little holes. I just want to make sure. When it comes to making your roast pork, you could definitely place this in a pan, place it into the refrigerator and allow it to marinate overnight. This part right here is really special to me because I remember when my grandmother used to make roast pork literally almost every Sunday along with other things, all right? And what we really adored most as kids was the crunchy skin. Chicharrón, crackling, whatever you want to call it, depending on what part of the world you're from. However, in order to get that done, you got to make sure the skin is pat dry, okay? She would literally score it. And when we would wake up on Sunday mornings, she would take a little piece of each part and give it to us as kids before dinner was served. And we look forward to it. Those were the things that kids look forward to, which was a lot of fun back then. Anyway, we're going to continue to pat this really dry because we want to soak up as much moisture from the skin as possible. We're going to go in with a little bit of adobo on top of the dried skin. Yes, got to give it a little flavor, and a little sazon. Just like that. Give it some flavor and color from the annatto that's in the sazon. Just going to massage it in. And of course, if you place it in the refrigerator overnight, which is what I would suggest, the salt, because what salt does is it dehydrates things, right? The salt would dehydrate the pork, allowing more liquid to come to the surface of the pork. So when you wake up that morning, you grab some more paper towels and you just pat it dry some more. But because your girl's pressed for time and I gotta get these recipes out, I can't be doing all of that. So I'm gonna place this pork into the oven, 325 degrees Fahrenheit, because I had somebody hit me up. I'm in another country and we use Celsius, and their food unfortunately didn't turn out good. So that's why I'm emphasizing on Fahrenheit. However, when it comes to roasting pork, it's 25 to 30 minutes per pound. One quick thing that I forgot to mention is I'm going to cover it down with aluminum foil, and throughout the baking process, we're going to remove the aluminum. This is our roast pork after about 3.5 to 4 hours. Check it out, guys. This is gorgeous. Nice and tender. However, we do want the skin to harden up a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the heat on the oven to about 375, 380. And at this point in time, we're going to place it into the oven uncovered in order for the skin to dry out some more. All right, my loves, after about 4.5 hours, check it out. This is our pernil. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous, guys. I'm like super excited. Check this out. Hey, after about 5 hours, she's back. Pernil is done, guys, ready to be served up. You know what? I want to go ahead and show you how crispy that skin is. Wow. And I want to taste it. Home run, home run. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and pull that skin back for now. OMG, check it out. This is gorgeous, and our meat is tender. Look. Gonna go ahead and plate it right here so you guys can see it. This really takes me back to my childhood. This is some good stuff. Should I go ahead and just leave it like this, or just go ahead and just break it up, right? I guess I'll just break it up. Make it so much easier to be served up. Wow. This is definitely a thumbnail, right? Look at how easy the meat is just separating from the bone. Wow. Hey. Now here's the thing, you could use this if you're going to be making like soup, or you could just basically toss it. Totally up to you. Because a lot of flavor is going to be locked into those bones. We have a lot of gravy going on at the bottom as well. And we're just going to combine our pernil with the gravy at the bottom. This is gorgeous, guys. And you know what? We could just go in and just break the skin, making it easy. Gonna go in with the kitchen shears because some parts is just a little bit too hot to handle. Put it right there. It. You hear that crackling sound when you cut into it? Whoa, this is, oh man. This little fatty part right here, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and discard. Other than that, guys, this is it. Our roast pernil is done. All right, let me do a quick taste test. See what I'm working with. Definitely give this recipe a try. OMG. Whew. Especially if you make this holiday season. Trust me. You just trust me on this one. As always, I'm your girl Cooking with Tammy, and I would definitely catch you guys in another video. I have some food to enjoy. So with that being said, see you later.